Hi, this is Kathy Ekdahl, and I'm here with golfgirls.com. So I thought I'd give you a couple tips on what to do if play is slow and you're sitting around a lot. Julie Inkster recently at a golf tournament actually started to use a training aid to keep loose between holes and was penalized because of that. We know we need to keep loose, but what is it that you can do? Well, first of all, you need to ask yourself, where are my tight areas? If you're tight through the chest muscles, and that's where you tend to feel that you're getting a little seized up, a little bit tight, then you got to stretch your chest muscles. One of the stretches that I recommend is to get into a nice stance. You don't want to overarch your back, hold your hands behind your body and squeeze the shoulder blades together. I'm going to show you a side view of this as well. So here, knees are soft, shoulder blades are squeezed together, chest is open. If your shoulders are really tight, you're going to get here. This is going to be your posture. Okay, so we really don't want to be here. We want the shoulder blades to squeeze together. That's one area that people tend to get tight. The second area that people tend to get tight is in their upper back and their torso. So for that, I'm going to use my club and I'm going to place it behind my back. And this is just what I like to do. And I'm going to get into my golf stance and twist as far to the right and then follow through as far to the left. And it should be nice and smooth. You can increase the tempo a little bit as you come through the golf ball. You can increase your speed a little bit rather as you come through your turn. So the third area, we talked about chest, we talked about torso. I think the hips and the back of the legs get very, very tight. So the first thing I'm going to do, especially since if you've been sitting in a cart, you're getting very, very tight, is just stretch my glutes, stretch my hip rotators. For me, this is the most important stretch because this is where I carry some of my tightness and my pain. And I'll do this throughout my round, keeping my back very straight because that's how you want your back during golf. What about hamstrings? This is another area that gets really tight for people. One of the exercises I recommend is a leg swing. You can swing forward and back. You can also swing side to side. This will keep your hips nice and loose. And I'm trying to keep my torso still as I do this. So for the other leg, a few swings like this. And some side to side swings to just keep the hips nice and loose. If you have a lot of tightness in your hamstring, you might need to give yourself a little hamstring stretch. So I'm straightening this leg. I'm on the heel of the left leg. I'm sitting my hips back with a nice tall spine. That's very important. That feels really good. I can cheat in this stretch, by the way. A lot of people do. I could round my back into it. Okay, this is bad posture and bad technique and you're not going to get a good stretch. Instead, sit your hips back. Don't put a lot of weight onto this leg, but really extend your hips backwards, keeping a little curve in your low back. So this is Kathy Ekdahl with golfgirls.com showing you some nice stretches and dynamic flexibility work you can do in between holes if play is slow.